Nightmare is a combination of an exaggerated pulp action adventure and a new arcade action mode that we're calling Fight Till Dawn. We're really excited about this one. This is actually how the game got started. It was the inception, if you will. So in the Fight Till Dawn mode, you're collecting weapons and obviously flashbangs, light sources, and battling your enemies, and you need to survive till dawn. On the top of the screen there, you have a counter that's counting down to 0. Enemies keep coming for you, and you need to survive till dawn. And obviously, the action is very intense, and it escalates, and more enemies come for you, and you try to survive. In American Nightmare, we have a ton of new weapons and loads of interesting enemies as well. So there's a whole new threat escalation that goes when compared to the original Alan Wake. Here we're going for more of a pulp feel. It's more Quentin Tarantino and Dusk Till Dawn, and that carries over into the arcade action mode as well. So actually these levels were started as kind of test beds for us. We got some feedback from our fans, and we actually do read our Facebook pages and our community forums, that people wanted more gameplay variety. They loved the story, they loved the setting and the characters, but they were looking for more action gameplay variety. And here, we're really cranking up the notches to 11. So now we're playing with the nail gun, which is a perfect weapon. So if the tagline for Alan Wake could have been the pen is mightier than the sword, and in American Nightmare it's more like the nail gun is mightier than the sword. So it's really the Remedy team just cutting loose and having tons of fun. Now Oz is going to gather more and more resources and make sure that, oh, dodge, dodge, dodge. As you do these evasive moves, if you're successful, your multiplier keeps on going up as well. And if you take down your enemies, the multiplier goes up. That's on the top right-hand side of the screen there. The flares are obviously handy, and we carried over our classic weapons such as the flare gun and the flashbangs from Alan Wake. But there's a ton of new weapons such as submachine guns, a crossbow, the nail gun, and tons of other fun weapons. The crossbow is one of my favorites. It can actually pierce the darkness that detects the enemies without the use of light. It takes a while to reload, but it's a very powerful weapon. Okay, we got loads of guys coming for you, so what you want to be doing is moving and taking cover as well. There are light sources that help you heal up your health. On the left top-hand side of the screen, you'll see kind of the bars of health, but obviously the light sources do go out, so you need to be conserving those and using those in a tactical manner. We have 5 different Fight Till Dawn maps, and also the same maps available in Nightmare mode. So if you're not getting enough action and intensity from the regular mode, which can be pretty hectic, especially for the last few minutes, then you should go to the Nightmare maps. But those are really for the hardcore gamers out there. They will present a challenge. You need to earn and unlock these weapons by collecting manuscript pages in the story mode, and they give you an edge in the arcade mode as well. So we have plenty of optional content for the gamers out there to explore and take the fiction forward, but they also function as a collectible. Whoa, here we go. That guy's a grenadier. He keeps back and he keeps on lobbing those grenades. Those grenades also do damage to your enemies, so you can be really tactical about that. You can take some risks and run towards your enemies and wait for him to throw a grenade, and he can actually take out your enemies for you if you're successful. So risk and return go hand in hand here as well. So if you're going close to your enemies and making those evasive moves last moment. Okay, here we have a light source, and we're gonna run past that and grab some more weapons. We're not, So you want to be placing yourself in a location where the enemies are coming at you from at least guided directions. So you have these gates that at least they're coming from one direction, not all over you, because whoa, if they get behind you, it can get kind of tricky. We've also improved a lot of the visual language in combat, so you can actually, good shot. So you can actually see more clearly when the bullets are being deflected off the enemies. So if you need to burn the dark presence away before you can do damage. But we do have an enemy that you can damage without burning the dark presence away. We call him the Splitter. So if you actually do focus your light on him, he splits into multiples. Individually, these enemies are weaker, but there is strength in numbers, so you need to be tactical about your choices. So perhaps if you have a shotgun, you want to take out the one big strong enemy, but for example, if you're carrying a submachine gun, you might want to mow down multiple enemies and go that route. So obviously, different kinds of tactics. Oh, here comes the biker. He's pretty big and he can take quite a bit of damage, but we have something that escalates even further from him. An interesting detail is that he's also wearing an Old Gods of Asgard t-shirt. The band you might remember from the original Alan Wake and the stage fight scene. Here we go. We're picking up a flashbang. Flashbangs and flares are obviously, they have an offensive role as well, but also importantly, you can use them as a defensive mode. Here comes the splitter. And as we shine the light on him, he splits into two. Individually, they're weaker, as I said. Here we go. Oh, dodge, last moment. Well done. Uh-oh. You can also push the enemies back by just firing at them, but obviously it's not going to do damage if they're protected by the darkness. As the counter goes down, it gets more and more hectic, so you want to be gathering those resources when you have the opportunity to do so. We have a multiplier 3 now, and we can go much higher if we just survive. Come on, dodge. Well done. So these Fight Till Dawn maps are set in these deserted, spooky locations with different kinds of ambiance and feel, but we're also going for gameplay variety in the locations and trying to make sure that the flow of the level is rewarding and slightly different. So we didn't go for tons and tons of maps, although we do have 5 separate maps, and also those 5 maps are available in Nightmare mode. But we wanted to accentuate variety as opposed to just throwing similar maps out there. We see the enemies coming in the distance. That's a grenadier. He keeps his distance, and he will actually run away from you, but he keeps lobbing those grenades. So you want to be very careful with him. Well played. So we're down to 3 minutes, and the tempo's picking up. We grab a nail gun, which is a perfect weapon against a Taken. One of my favorites. Ooh! A hand flare is very handy to keep them at a distance and to burn away the darkness that protects them. So we have the kind of quintessential Alan Wake moment when he holds up the hand flare. Obviously, you can also drop the flare and make some room for yourself as well and keep shooting. So wilder new weapons and wilder new enemies. This one is massively powerful and he can take quite a lot of damage. So you want to be really careful with him. He's slow, but he's very powerful and has a lot of stamina. Here we go. And that was well played. The Grenadier actually helped us there, accidentally throwing the grenade very close to Wake and also taking out his buddy. So we're down to 1 minute and 30 seconds or so, and we still have light sources, so we're playing really, really well. It takes a while to get used to, but it's rewarding along the way as well. Oh! So, once again, a good use of the hand flare. The Grenadiers there at a distance. The other enemies are coming for you. Now, movement is critical. Running towards the light will heal us if we get there in time, but obviously the enemies are coming for us. We can hear the pitter-patter of their footsteps behind us. There's a ton of them, and we're going to run towards the light and heal ourselves there. Here we go. You see the health bar go up. Enemies coming towards you. You're using the nail gun. Perfect position. Great tactical placement. Splitters. More and more. 33 seconds to go. We're doing well. The nails actually have an arc to them from the nail gun, so you need to take that into account when using it at a distance. 18 seconds, 17 seconds. We're going to make it. Now it's a matter of how high the score goes. And we're nearly there. Taking out the last grenadier. And day breaks. We've succeeded.
When the darkness rose, there was a man who faced it and drove it back. It has been a long...
So hopefully that gives you an idea what Fight Till Dawn is all about, and we hope you enjoy it as much as we've enjoyed creating it. We had a ton of fun at the office playing this at the very early stages of game development. It was awesome fun. I think the Fight Till Dawn modes are, in the truest sense, from gamers to gamers, and we really dig in them. Can't wait to share them with you. Thank you.